Welcome back po. Welcome back to Lira and Law. Broadcasting live as usual nga from London, England on a Thursday evening between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. Topic nga natin, as I was saying earlier nga, is what to do before your BRP, your Biometric Residence Permit, expires. Big topic. So, unang-una, biometric residence permits produced in the past few years, have been noted to expire on the 31st of December 2024. So, alalaman nyo nga din, kahit lagpas pang visa nyo, actually, let me just show you. Let me just show you because I have a photo of that. So, pakita ko nga sa inyo, okay? So, let me just see if I can get to image 1. Let me just show you the biometric residence permit. Nga, anong itsura? Okay, let me see if I can find it. No? Sandali. Let me have a look because it's easier to visualize it if I can find it. Ito. Okay? So, tingnan nyo ito. Yeah? Itong itsura ng residence permit, biometric residence permit ang tawag dito. No? And actually, it's about that size also. So, makikita niya, BRPs, biometric residence permits, will note expiry date is the 31st of December 2024. So, kung ang visa nyo lagpas ng 31st of December 2024, so kung meron kayong spouse visa, lagpas 31st of December, o meron kayong settlement, no? Indefinite na nga kayo dito. Lagpas, of course, ng 31st of December, potentially visa nyo, pero matatapos yung card nga mismo on the 31st of December 2024. Now, the first confusion comes about like this, no? Yung card lang po ang mapapaso. Okay? Hindi nga yung visa nyo. Unless, of course, it finishes earlier or on the same date, which is coincidence, 31st of December 2024. So, yung card nga lang po ang matatapos, 31st of December 2024. A bit like your passports, no? Pagka paso ng passport nyo, Filipino passport kayo, British passport holder nga kayo, you don't cease to become British or indeed Filipino just because your passport expires. That's the same principle nga. So yung nga. So it's only the card itself that expires. Now, you should have received a letter from the Home Office separately nga to say, okay, ang visa nyo tuloy pa sa, I don't know, February 14, no, 2025, for example. So for most of my clients, certainly, yung visa nga nila, lagpas ng 31st December 2024. Pero yung BRP, mapapansin nyo, I'm sure, hindi nyo pa tinitingnan ang BRP nyo, tignan nyo na nga ngayon, okay? 31st of December 2024. Now, anong ibig sabihin nito? What changes from the 31st of December 2024 is how you prove your visa in the UK, yung immigration status nyo. Yun ang magbabago. Okay? So, presently, until the 31st of December nga, you show your visa by itong BRP nga, no? Or stamp o vignette on your passport. So, papakita ko sa inyo. So, itong una, yung BRP, that's the most common thing. But also, equally common are the stamps. So let me just show you image 2. So, sandali nga dito. Ito, okay? Now, this actually, I took a long time to find this image, okay? Dahil nga, there are not many of these images anymore. Because I've been in practice now for over 3 decades, I still remember these. Actually, I remember the stamp, the actual stamp, not the green one, not the sticker, but actually the stamp on the left-hand side, no? I remember that still. Tapos, pinalitan nila, if you remember, matanda na kayo like me, no? If you remember, pinalitan nila yung sticker, no? And it's green. And then after that came the BRPs. But some people still have these stamps, and they're mainly, they are for those with indefinite leave to remain. So from the 1st of January 2025, as I say, magbabago nga how you prove your status in the UK. So yung BRP nyo paso na, no? Ito, they will no longer be accepted as proof, no, of your status nga in the United Kingdom. So, ano nangyayari? Anong kailangan nyo gawin? And that is this e-visa. So, from the 1st of January 2025, so in a few months' time nga lang, no? 1st of January, Happy New Year, no? From the Home Office. You need to prove your visa in the UK by way of, ang tawag nga nila, e-visa, electronic visa basically, short for electronic visa. So anong ibig sabihin ng e-visa? Papakita ko sa inyo, okay? Let me just see if I can find image 3. Sandali. Let me just see. Oh, ito. So ito, okay? Galing to sa computer, no? Let me just see. What you can do in the UK. Sandali. Maybe I'm just looking at the, so itong e-visa, is that my image 3? No, that's the NTL. So sandali, let me just have a look. So image 3. Yeah, ito. So ito. No, that was right to begin with. So view and prove your immigration status. So pagka may visa na, if you have then an e-visa, this is what you see on your phone or on your computer, or indeed your employer. No, this is also potentially what they would see. Nga, no, makikita niyo dyan yung status nyo. So this is one that I received. No. So your status nga dito, so on the right side, so let me just see if I can go back to the first page. Sandali. Let me have a look. So ito, so your status, makikita nyo dyan, and it says there, your status, settled status, no? And itasabihin nga din doon, how long you can stay in the United Kingdom, and your photo should also be on there, okay? So yun makikita nyo. Now, how do you get this though? Okay, so itong itsura, kailangan yung, itong makikita nyo when you have an e-visa, an electronic visa. So how do you, why would you need, no? When would you need an e-visa? Two main scenarios, okay? So unang-una po, you do not, kung wala nga kayong BRP, sabihin natin, so wala kang BRP because you got indefinite leave to remain a long time ago, okay? So yung nga pinakita ko kanina, the black stamp, o kaya the green sticker, no? Now, kung yun scenario 1, wala kayong BRP. Ang visa nyo, it's shown by way of a stamp. Second possibility, second scenario nga is you do have a BRP. So if you look back what I was showing you earlier, yung para bang card, okay? I'll show that again later on. Now, so sabihin natin meron kayong indefinite na kayo, settlement status na nga kayo, pero wala, hindi, you never bothered, and a lot of my clients actually are in this position. So you never in fact bothered to get nga a BRP, yung card, because some people just have not needed them, no? Hindi naman sila laging lumalabas, at saka pagka lumalabas sila, hindi naman naging problema papasok nga dito with their stamps or their stickers nga sa indefinite leave to remain. So kung yun ang sitwasyon nyo, indefinite kayo pero wala kayong BRP, anong kailangan nyo gawin? So unang-una, kailangan nyo magpasok ang tawag NTL application. That's short for no time limit. So it's kind of a little application made to the Home Office. Kailangan niyo muna yun bago kayo makakakuha ng e-visa. So yun yung una, okay? The applications made online, those applications previously cost £248.20, okay? But they've since been free since April 2022. So it's free now. So walang bayad nga sa Home Office. Anong titingnan nga ng Home Office? Pagpapasok yung application, NTL, no time limit, no? Which means it's settlement status. So ang titingnan nga nila, caseworker guidance say, titingnan nga nila, they're going to have to check, of course, that indeed you have been granted indefinite leave to remain, okay? They will also check that you have not lost your indefinite leave to remain. Now, matatandaan nyo, a few weeks back, pinag-usapan nga natin how you could possibly lose your indefinite leave, settlement status nyo. So, for example, kung wala nga kayo sa UK, continuous for more than 2 years. So, they want to check that. They also check that your visa has not been revoked. So, for example, if you have committed nga some offense, now, excuse me, man, delivery. Just showed you, I'm live, no? But someone else is going to open the door. So let's not worry about it. Now, so the caseworker will also check that your leave has not been revoked because of maybe criminal conviction. now, yung titingnan nga nila yon. So you need to show, indeed, you've been in the United Kingdom for the length of time you say you have, no? So make sure meron kayong mga payslip, for example, or P60, or bank statements, or mga bills, utility bills, for example. Yun ang kailangan yung bigay. So hindi nga lang yung basta-basta, but it's not as hard as other applications. At saka libre, which is a good thing. If that's granted, bibigyan kayo ng BRP, ng card nga, no? Kahit matatapos na on the 31st of December 2024. Okay? Now, papakita ko sa inyo, so what does an NTL BRP look like? So, papakita ko sa inyo. So, this image 4, sandali, let me just see if I can find it. Itong itsura, okay? So, no time limit biometric residence permit. Ito pong itsura, okay? Makikita nyo sa middle way, no settlement, and then towards at the bottom nga, indefinite leave to remain. At saka kailan matatapos, 31st of December 2024, dahil lahat ng mga cards, no, matatapos 31st of December 2024. No? So ito pong itsura, ito makukuha nyo. So that's the first scenario. So now, after that, pagka nakakuha na kayo ng BRP, NTL, no, on your BRP, so your BRP, your biometric residence permit says no time limit, as in settlement, as in indefinite leave to remain, okay? Anong kailangan mangyari? Now, we're also looking at the second scenario. Meron kayong BRP, but it will expire, as we were discussing, 31st of December 2024. Now, so unang-una, some of you may have received an email, no, inviting you to switch to an e-visa, okay? The email would have been sent to you to the email address that what's used in your last application. Now, not everyone, I know for a fact, has received such an email, okay? Pero okay mag-alala, because you can still apply for an e-visa even if you did not get an email. But let me just show you what their email looks like. So let me just see if I can find image 5. Sandali, tingnan ko. Image 5. Oh, ito pa, no? Okay? So itong itsura. No, kung nakakuha kayo, pinadala kayo ng email, itong itsura. So you will see there, if you dear Sarah, Madam nga, no, we're contacting you because your BRP expires on the 31st of December 2024 to prove your immigration. So yeah, yun ang email, maiksi nga lang. Okay? So, but that is what you would normally get in order to prompt you really to apply for a BRP. And they started that in about April, no? Problema nga lang, I mean, actually, I received quite a few of those, but the problem when they're sending it to me as a solicitor, or no, is they never say. They've not actually said for whom it's meant to. So my client's name is never noted on the email. So I get these template emails saying, okay, you can now make an application for BRP, but actually, I don't know which client that relates to. But let's not now worry about it. Kahit wala kayong nakuhang email letter inviting you, you can nevertheless now make an application for an e-visa. Now, comes again yung process, okay? Anong kailangan nyo? And I'm going to even show you the website, anong itsura. No? I'll try and take you through the steps. So unang-una, anong kailangan nyo? What do you need to be ready to make an application for an e-visa ultimately, okay? So kailangan nyo access to a smartphone, so iPhone, for example, no? Smartphone, laptop, computer, no? Mobile phone number, kailangan nyo din, and an email address, okay? BRP nyo or valid passport with your BRP number or visa application number. Okay, most of my clients just have either valid passport with the BRP number. The BRP pinaka-importante, no? Yung card nyo. Okay, so the application starts in the government website. So gov.uk website. Unang-una, step 1. No, you need to create an account. Okay. So that is what, there's a difference between an e-visa and a UKVI account. Kung umpisa, kung wala pa kayong account, wala nga kayong e-visa, is to create an account. Unless you have one already, you just didn't know about it. You can also check if you already have one. Pero umpisa nga, you need a UKVI account. So if you just Google actually, because I was actually trying to see if I can flash the link, but frankly, it's easier to just Google, no, apply e-visa. no? Now, and then the link will come up. No, it's a home office link. So when you start, no, when you go on the link, and I'll show you what it would look like. Let me just see if I can find image 6. Ang dami natin pictures ngayon, no? So let me just see if I can find image 6, and I will flash that. Okay. So so this is when you go on the website now. This is the first question that they will ask you. Who are you creating this account for? Okay, yourself or for someone else. So this means you're creating a UKVI account, and of course, if you're creating it yourself, then you tick me. I always take someone else because I'm creating it for my clients. And then you click on continue, and then it takes you to the next page. Okay. Now, there are quite a few steps nga, and frankly, you'll get even more. It probably doesn't help, and it's just going to confuse things if I take you through the whole process nga. But if you just follow nga, you follow, it will prompt you. You follow the steps. So, and then eventually you will be able to create nga your account. Okay, so once your account is created, so meron na kayong UKVI account, then you're then asked, and again, it will prompt you, you're then asked to download and swap to a mobile application. No? Unang-una, to scan the identity card, so the BRP. Okay. I had this problem. I had a problem actually recently with that. I tried to scan the BRP, it did not work, but it was okay in the end. It just took a few more days for it to go through the process. Now, it will also ask you to take a new photo. Okay, so if you are looking to do this, make sure you have a comb, okay, kung ano man gusto nyo pagandahin, no? Because I actually now, sa opisina namin for my clients, I have a comb ready, and of course we have a rather large bathroom that you can doll yourself up if you want to. I mean, it's going to go on your e-visa, so it's probably not a bad thing to at least comb your hair. You don't have to. So once your account is created, as I say, you're asked then to download and swap to mobile application to scan your identity document, yung BRP nyo, and take a new photo. Okay. Now, the Home Office website will then ask you to confirm your identity. Now, anong itsura? Let me just show you. Let me see if I can find image 7. Ang daming pictures nga ngayon, no? Let me see if image 7. So, yeah, confirm your identity. So you need to confirm your identity. You've uploaded everything. So all you have to do is then press continue. Okay. Now, then you will go back. You will go back then to the government website, the Gov.uk website. And then you can enter your personal details. So yung pangalan nyo, of course, birthday, ganon. And that you need that, to access your account going forward. Once you've submitted that application, okay, they will email you back. And most of the time, actually, when I create the accounts, we get emailed within a few minutes. Okay, you'll be notified by email. It can also take a few days. Yeah, that the application was successful. Okay, and now then you can use. So the email will actually say you can now use the View and Prove website. Now, what does that look like? Let me just show you. Let me see if I can find image 8. So you go, once they've emailed you to say, okay, your application was successful, you can now view, the View and Prove website. So it actually says at the top, View and Prove immigration status. So you'll need, okay? And then you say, start now, and then you'll be able to actually see your status. Na kung ano mang visa nyo, masasabi doon. Now, let me just take you through what worries a lot of my clients, and that's traveling abroad. So sabihin natin, you created a UKVI account, you now have an e-visa, you can access your e-visa, so makikita nyo nga, meron nga kayong visa. What happens now, sabihin natin December, balak may reunion kayo, o Pasko nga lang, uuwi kayo sa atin. Pero babalik kayo dito, Enero na, with let's say, 9th of January, pabalik nga kayo dito. Of course, then, paso na nga yung BRP nyo. So pag lalabas kayo, still bring your BRP, okay? Dahil hindi pa nga paso, yung card nyo nga. Make sure that you have that bago nga kayo lilipad. But of course, coming back, paso na. What happens? Now, let me just read to you something from the Home Office website nga, okay? Now, it's not very long, so let me just read it to you and then titingnan nga natin anong ibig sabihin, okay? So, ang Home Office, sabi nila ito, what do e-visas mean for international travel, okay? Customers should continue to carry their in-date physical immigration documents with them when they travel internationally. Customers who already have an e-visa should tell the Home Office about any travel document on which they intend to travel using the update your UK visa immigration account details. And then there's a link. If it is not already linked to their account. During 2024, the Home Office is taking steps to allow carriers, including transport operators such as airlines, ferry, and international train operators, to securely and automatically access the immigration status of passengers traveling on their services when they present their travel document, which is linked to their UKVI account. This will automate the existing routine checks completed whenever a passenger presents their travel document when traveling internationally. This will provide a more convenient customer journey and enhanced border security. Then there's a bit about will all international carriers have automatic access to immigration details, or will there be airlines? The Home Office then go on to say from later this year, ngayon na, carriers operating across air, rail, and sea will be able to securely access passenger immigration information. Now, what does that mean? Okay, so there's a lot of words. What does it mean? So ito, 3 steps really. It boils down to 3 things. Given all of that, yung guidance nga nila, anong payo ko? So 3 steps nga when you are going to travel abroad. Unang-una, before you travel, check your e-visa. So you go back nga to the website, I like to call it the show and tell website, but the view and prove website. So check your e-visa, the view and prove website nga, and show yung passport nyo. So makikita nyo yung detalye nyo doon, and show your passport, you have your current passport on there, pangalan nyo, all the details match nga. So your e-visa must match your passport details. At saka ticket, So if you haven't booked the ticket yet, make sure that when you book, anyway, you need your current passport, and your current passport must be noted on your e-visa, on your UKVI account nga. Okay? Kung nagkamali, may mali nga, o kaya paso na yung passport nyo, kakuha kayong panibago, you can change that actually. You can amend your e-visa nga by going into your account, and then you can, there's a button that says amend, okay? Importante po yun. Dahil hindi magkatugma yung passport nyo, yung nasa e-visa nyo, especially, or even your ticket, you will likely have delays in coming back into the United Kingdom. Then hindi kayo papalipadin, The airline will say, well, hang on, this does not match. So, importante yun. So, bago kayo lilipad, in fact, bago kayo magbubook ng ticket, make sure that yung magkatugma nga yung passport nyo and what's noted on the e-visa. Because mistakes can happen, Check and double check. Now, pangalawa, and I advise this is not actually on the Home Office website, but this is something certainly I do for my clients, when you see your visa nga, the view and prove from the view and prove website, ang payo ko, print it, okay? Just in case there are issues and you can't get to your phone, so print it and just travel with that paper document. Make sure you obviously keep it safe, much like you keep your passport safe now. Now, when you get to the airport, so sabihin natin, umuwi nga kayo, you had a great time to come back, okay? Now at the airport, one practical tip is make sure that you leave ample time, no? So when you're traveling internationally, they usually say about 3 hours. Sometimes they say more than that, 4 hours in advance. I would say you should allow at least 4 hours nga in advance, especially nitong December 2024 or rather January 2025, no? Because this is all very new, yung sistema nga. So you want to make sure that you have ample time to get any kind of issues sorted out, no? So when you get to the airport, say traveling back from the Philippines to the United Kingdom, okay? January na, and after your VRP has expired. Now, what does that mean now? So the Home Office say you just need to present your passport, no? And yung ticket mo. And the airline will just do their magic, hopefully, and they'll be able to check directly with the Home Office your details. So makikita nga nila doon. I'm still a bit concerned, frankly, about how that's going to work, knowing how busy airlines are and airports are. But that's the advice, no? So sabi nila, all you need is to go there with your passport. They check nga, you don't need to present anything. They will check and they should be able to see directly nga from the Home Office website in real time yung anong status nyo, na meron kayong status dito, kung indefinite nga kayo, o spouse visa kayo, or tier 2, or skilled worker now, so all those things nga. They should be able to access directly. So it doesn't matter which airline you go with, or magbabarko nga kayo. So they should simply be able to access it directly. That is the Home Office website. They're looking to do other things, add other things later on. But for the moment, huwag kayo mag-alala, yung nga lang. So passport nga lang daw, and of course yung ticket nyo pabalik nga dito. But as I say, certainly for my clients, what I do is I go on the if I'm delegated user nga for their account, I go certainly on the view and prove before they travel. I print it out, and sometimes mga kliyente ko, they want me also to write a brief letter. It just makes them feel a bit better about traveling, especially because it's new. Okay, so again, as I say, what the Home Office says, you just go to Heathrow, you just go to the airline and they find your details, and then you board. No, now you land in England. Okay, you land in the UK and say Heathrow, Gatwick. No, so what you should simply do is again just present your passport. They will check again. No, but okay, you're already in England, so they should be able to check now more easily. And when they do, then they should just be able to, you should just be able to get through, allow you back into the United Kingdom. Now, so it's not, they say at least that it should be a faster process. It should be a more secure process. And say, kung nawala ang passport nyo, or nawalang BRP nyo, then it does, at the moment, kung walang BRP nyo, you can't really, I would advise against traveling. You should really get a new card kung walang BRP nyo. This means, because it's remote, it's computerized, they should just simply be able to check directly nga. So there's, I'm hoping, I truly am, that it works well. I think there will likely be, I mean, I've already encountered some teething problems, some tweaks, but that's okay, as long as it works nga eventually. So kung meron kayong balak ng umuwi sa atin, of course, you can absolutely do that. Yung nga lang, just make sure, just to sum up, kailangan nyo, if you don't have a UKVI account yet, you don't have an e-visa nga, you need to create one. Oh, actually, no, let me backtrack a bit. So, kung ang visa nyo, yung nga lang yung stamps, and tsaka yung green sticker, NTL muna, no time limit stamp, card rather. Pangalawa, you need to create then a UKVI account. Pangatlo, you need to then upload your, scan your BRP, upload your photo, and then you should be able to then be able to create your e-visa. Okay? And then those are the only things really that you should need. Now, of course, the main issue at the moment is traveling abroad, just because Christmas is coming up. But some people also will need a UKVI account and e-visa for their employment. Okay, so kung magbabago ang trabaho nyo, gusto nyo umalis, magbaguhan yung trabaho nyo, dagdagan trabaho nga, or you want to rent a place. Nowadays, you probably are aware anyway, the landlords or employers will say, can we have a share code? And that share code you can get actually from by way of this e-visa nga. Okay, makikita nyo, you give them a code ang habang reference, and then they go to their own to their website. There's a website nga for employers and indeed landlords nga, and then they should be able to access your details. Makikita nila maybe saka you're allowed to work, for example, or indeed not allowed to work. No? If unbeknown to you, there are actually difficulties with your immigration. So that's the way they can check nga. Do you have, can you rent a place? Can you take up employment? Yeah, any kind of employment. Can you even study? So a lot of things are being done remotely. And I know hindi naman, especially like me, kung matanda na nga kayo, you're not very technologically minded, this can be quite quite worrying sometimes nga. But don't worry, no? There may be teething problems, but this is the process na nga ngayon. Di ba dati, walang BRP, yung tak nga lang sa passport, and everyone was worried what would happen now with the BRP. That worked out okay, no? So I'm hopeful that this will again be okay. Now, kung nalilito kayo and you say, oh no, I just can't possibly do any of this, then by all means, seek advice. Kami, so for Douglas Simon Solicitors, we do this increasingly a lot, on a daily basis. So we can do the whole lot for you. We can certainly open your account, get the e-visa, and then do an aftercare. That is, kung magbibiyahe nga kayo, we want to make sure that, of course, wala nang problema. That's why I say we would normally print out the e-visa, and happy to also take you through nga the process kung talagang nalilito kayo, natatakot nga kayo. And that we do, as I say, very regularly. So between now, actually this is new because I was just having a meeting in the office today with my colleagues. So between now and December nga, if this is the problem, so that is e-visa ang kailangan nyo, then just come to the office. I mean, you'll see our details nga. Come to the office. You don't even need an appointment. Just come in. We have a fixed fee cost nga, which depends really, of course, on ano nga ang problema, but we can usually do it on a fixed fee basis. And then just come. You don't even need an appointment. Just come. Because alam ko, it's not always easy to book take time off and then book an appointment. So 9 to 5:30. But not 5:30, please, okay? Because I don't want to go home at 5:30. But 9 to 5:30 bukas kami, Monday to Friday. On Thursdays, we're open till 7. But again, not at 7 because I should be here for 7:30, okay? So yun. So don't worry too much. But importante, kung wala pa kayong BRP, you must really get one. Kung wala kayong account pa, UKVI account, you should open one. September na po tayo, 31st of December, paso ng mga BRPs. So make sure you don't leave it until the last minute, so that because the shorter the time is before you travel, especially kung uuwi kayo sa atin for December, the more panicky you will get. Okay, so don't panic. That sa amin, kailangan nga lang namin yung card nga nyo, yung BRP card. And then we do everything else. And if you have solicitors, I'm sure they'll be able to help you out with that. Oh, have a go. Yung nga lang kailangan nyo lang, you do need, at the very least, a smartphone. Okay, preferably a computer, a smartphone, and then you need to just follow the process nga. Okay, so huwag kayo gaanong mag-alala. But saying that, you should do it now. Okay. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. Importante po nga ito. It's something that causes a lot of people concern at the moment. And but I'm sure it'll be work out in the end. Yung nga lang, I'm sure also there will be teething problems, but okay, you know, a lot of processes have teething problems, and also there's no choice. No, the world is being digitized. No, so we're going to have to learn to live with it, and it'll be fine. So wag kayong mag-alala. As I say, have a go. If you can't work it out, see your solicitor. If you want to come to us anytime, no, as I say, during office hours, just pop in. Okay. Now, alam ko we have a lot of questions. Okay. Now, let